Good afternoon. I, Bhavna, faculty, School of Finance and Commerce, Galgodias University, is going to give a presentation on the topic Applications of Operational Research. As we know that operational research is the bouquet of mathematical techniques that has evaluated over the last 6 decades to improve the process of the business decision making. Operational research offers to take the best optimized function in order to solve the managerial problems, and the mathematical programming is being widely used, which we are going to study in the operational research. OR nowadays is playing an important role in the operations of the business problem solving, and its importance is likely to increase and to create the more opportunities. So let us learn more about operational research. Let us go through what are the objectives of the study. The present study it focuses on the introduction. The next is definition of operational research. After that, we will be going through the history of operational research, along with that objective and scope. Then we will be also looking at the methods of operational research. Operational research is the scientific manner of the decision making. It is mainly under the pressure of the scarce resources. The objective of the decision making is often to maximize the profit, minimize the loss, better efficiency, better operational and tactical planning and scheduling. Along with that, we will be also having better risk management, better pricing, better productivity, and better customer service. The scientific manner involves intensive use of mathematical representations or the models of the real life situation. These representations it allows the use of the mathematical techniques to arrive at the optimal and the near optimal decision. So, the roots of the OR has been traced back many decades, and when we are not having the earlier historical period. So, whenever we are going to de- develop the methods of using the new techniques, OR is very useful in drawing the relative facts which are based on the scientific method of problem solving. Operational research is a scientific approach to execute the decision making. Operational research it comprises of the wide range of the problem solving techniques and methods which are applicable in making the improved decisions and efficiency, such as simulation, mathematical optimization, coin theory, and other models. So, the main objective of the OR is to develop the mathematical modeling for the complex situation. It is that science of developing the solution techniques which are used to solve the various types of the problems and helps to develop the model to solve these problems. It is the ability to efficiently communicate the results to the decision maker. So, this was all about operational research. According to the definition which is given by WHO 2003, the use of the systematic research technique from the problem decision making to achieve the specific outcomes. This is what the OR has been defined. And it is also the scientific study of the operation for the purpose of making the better decisions. The operational research has its origin in the Second World War, when the group of scientists and engineers were formed to aid the military in the proper deployment and in the proper management, and also for the mission operations. The Development of the linear programming solution has been developed by the Gaussian target, and they want to use this technique in the business operations. Industries set up the operational research groups specifically in the areas which were relating to oil refineries and finance. Similarly, the other methodologies like interior programming, solution methodology, queuing theory, network theory, nonlinear programming, game theory, dynamic programming, Markowitz disease synthesis. So all these things has been developed in order to tackle the business problem. Now, today the opportunity of exploring the various types of operations research techniques will be multiplied men, will be multiplied with the large number of data which is available through the ERP system. So, this was all about the history of the operational research technique. Continuing with the history, in the decades after the World War II, the technique began to be applied more widely, used in the problems of business, industries, and society. Since the time of the operational research, it has expanded into the field which has been widely used in the industry. Now, it has become an area of active dynamic and industrial research. Along with the business, the operational research has been used in many other fields, like operational research has been studied with respect to the healthcare setting since 1952. In England, the Nobel Bartlett he published the operational research in the medicines also. This was the book which has been issued in with respect to operational research in the Quarterly Journal. In the same year, the Journal of Operational Research Society was also launched in America to study about operational research. The next are the objectives of the operational research. As we know that operational research is that technique which helps to take the various types of disease. The decisions can be taken with respect to uncertainty, certainty, and risk factor. Then, it helps to identify the optimal solution because we are solving the problem in this technique and the problem is being solved to get out the optimal solution for any of the given mathematical model. The next is integration of the systems. Operational research helps to study the systems by using the simulated techniques so that we can learn that how we can integrate well with the different systems like in the case of simulation. It improves the objectivity of the analysis. Operational research helps to determine the objectivity for the given problem, which will be very useful for analyzing the different types of concepts. Next is we can minimize the cost and maximize the profit because cost can be minimized when we are having the problem to be justified with the help of this required mathematical model. And we want to maximize the profit. For that, we will be going with the various techniques of linear programming. The next is it improves the productivity and it also helps the business to succeed in the competition and increasing their market share. So, these were the objectives. The following is the scope. The first is for national planning and budgets. The next is for healthcare services and the national health programs. It is also used in the public sector unit and private sector where we are having the industrial establishment. Along with that, it is having the usefulness in the areas of national defense services. In the research and development, in the business management, in the agriculture and irrigation projects, and education and training. Along with that, it has been also used in the area of the communication. Projects in the operational research are being used on the basis of the different technique. In this slide, we will be discussing the top three techniques which are being broadly groups of the methods. There are many techniques of the OR, but in this slide we are going to discuss the three techniques. The first technique is simulation method. It gives the ability to conduct the sensitivity study when we are going to search for any type of improvements and to test the ideas that are being used. The next is optimization methods. In this, the main aim here is to enable the decision maker to identify and to locate the best, and we have to choose from among it the given alternatives. The next is data analysis. The goal of this technique, it helps in detecting the actual patterns and interconnect and make the use of this analysis for making the solution. This technique is also useful in the public sector.